All right, what is going on, everybody? We got some somewhat breaking news. Da-da-da, da-da-da. um, this is from the one and only Shams Charania. The NBA is in serious discussions on a new four-team format for the 2025 All-Star Game. Sources told ESPN. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to hit some games right at the end for tonight, Monday the 18th. Um, let's talk about this. Um, More on this from Shams. New four-team format for 2025 All-Star Game will consist of three teams of eight All-Stars each, and the winner of the Rising Stars game. Sources said league officials discussed the concept in a competition committee meeting Friday. Um, I think this is very interesting because Adam Silver, I'm a big fan of Adam Silver as a commissioner. I know a lot of people aren't. I think he's at least tried. He's taken chances on things. Um, Going almost 5 years back now to the bubble. Bubble was a tremendous stroke of genius. I know it wasn't just his idea, but he approved it, so hats off to him. Uh, the in-season tournament, the play-in tournament, these are all Adam Silver ideas. Um, there are some that are bad, and I probably don't remember because they were bad. But um, this is interesting. I think is Joe Dumars the competition on the competition committee? Whoever's on it. Um, Obviously the competition committee, the owners, the players, the commissioner, and staff have to agree on this stuff. Um, but to get back to the origin of it, and for me to stop glazing Adam Silver, um, I think this is an interesting concept. I think I've I've liked the past few All Star games. Have they been entertaining? No. Has the Elam ending, that's the ending where you have to get to a certain amount of points, for those who don't know, um, a cool concept? Yes. Should they keep it? I I think it's cool for like the Rising Stars game. I don't think it's like a concept that needs to stay. Would I care if it's still in the All Star game? No. Would I miss it? No. But the four-team um, game is interesting. Plus the Rising Stars winners, the team that wins the Rising Stars game, which is a good way to get the young players involved, to get them to play against some of the not some of the top end talent in the league. Um, is great. Um, if the Rising Stars win, that's a big oh wow. We're not losing. Wow, we lost to these guys, these young guys, and it's also an incentive for the older guys not to lose to the younger guys because like we're not gonna let these young guys beat us. Um, that being said, I think it's important for them to try to reinvent this game as quickly as possible because the past few games haven't been in anywhere really notable. They've been in Charlotte, they've been in Utah, they've been in Indiana, they've been in Chicago, they've been in one year in in the COVID year was in Orlando, I believe, or wherever it was. Oh, it wasn't Atlanta, it was in Atlanta. Um, but I think it's very important for Adam to Mr. Silver to try to reinvent this game as quickly as possible because this year's obviously on your screen is in San Francisco in 2025. In 2026, it's in Los Angeles. In 2027, it's in Phoenix. Um, these are big markets, and you want people to watch. You want people to show up. Um, Obviously, what they've done with the 3-point contest, um, extra Steph and Sabrina last year. There have been rumblings that's going to be Steph and Clay and Sabrina and Caitlin this next year in San Francisco, which would be great. Um, but I assume obviously it can't be East versus West because it's only two teams. You would need to go back to the draft, the drafting aspect of it. Instead of being two people on your screen, it would be four people. Um, how would you dictate these team captains? I don't know, but would you just do the first and second place votes in each conference, or each the most votes, the first and second vote getters, the first, second, third, fourth vote getters overall? I don't know how you would do it. I'm going to read a quote from an ESPN article about this. Um, NBA teams and executive coaches, players have discussed a new All Star concept with league officials over the past 6 months, including extensive conversations at Summer League in Las Vegas in July. There have been discussions for a fresh creative path forward for the All Star game. This quick burst for Team 20 among the game's greatest players gained momentum amongst all parties, according to sources. Um, this is a quote from Adam Silver. We're looking at other formats. I think there's no doubt that the players were disappointed as well in last year's All Star game. We want to do better job providing competition and entertainment for our fans. Um, Adam Silver added um, about the making the All Star game look different, not a traditional game format. Um, yeah, that was a mouthful. I think this could work. Is there still money involved? Probably. Um, I think this could definitely bring some, what do you call it? Some fire underneath different teams, especially if it's. I'm just gonna go off the top of my head, like the top four vote getters overall, which would be probably like um, LeBron, Steph, Giannis, and who else is out there? Uh, Tatum, because Celtics Mafia goes crazy. So you go those four. Maybe KD. If it's the old guard, oh, you just need three. You don't need four, right? Yeah, because the Rising Stars team. Yeah, so you just need three. You would be the three vote getters. I misspoke earlier. So yeah, you could possibly have LeBron, Steph, and KD, or LeBron, Steph, Giannis, um, picking teams. It could be interesting because obviously Steph doesn't want to lose to LeBron. LeBron doesn't want to lose to Steph. Giannis doesn't want to lose to either of them. Or if KD got in, or if Jason got in, or whoever is the team captain. I'm just theorizing here how they would do it. I think that bring a lot of fun. Obviously, with only 8 players per team, that's 5 starters, 4 reserves. Um, it, it would incentivize playing harder, and it would incentivize picking your team or constructing a team with a good bench. But also that would be fun to watch. Um, Obviously, they said the format is a tournament format, so have you wouldn't have 2 winners. You would have 1 winner, and who's ever in that last game, depending how they structure it, would it be all in one night? Would it be over 2 nights? Because we know the NBA has like to extend things recently. They extended the draft to 2 day draft. Would it be a 2 game? It would obviously be a 1 game series in this tournament, quote unquote. But it would be. Would it be over 2 days? Would it be one night? I don't know. Obviously, the team that gets their game done quicker would have more energy. Obviously, the team who has a better bench would have their starters be ready for the final game. Um, I I I just don't know if it's a worthy concept if it works this year, because going into the future you would have guys like, we'll say team captains like Ant, Jason. I don't think Jokic is going to be a team captain, but like Wemby and like somebody else, you know. Um, do people resonate with those guys? Do people care about Team Wemby? Do people care about Team Ant? I don't know, because the caring about it is a part of, oh, this is Team Steph. I like Steph. This is Team LeBron, my glorious king. And I'm quoting that. Um, I don't know. I don't know if people would care past this generation of players that we've grown to like and love and all that stuff. Um, my huge thing after coming off, I don't think it was this past year, it was the year previous that was really bad. Um, what if we just don't do the All Star game for a couple years? Just have it every like 5 years or something. Just have the events. Just have the 3 point contest. Just have the Rising Stars game. Just have the dunk contest. And the dunk contest is screwed anyway. There's been more chatter about getting rid of the dunk contest more than the All Star game. But I think it would be interesting if you got rid of the All Star game for not 5 years. 5 years is a bit long, but like 2 3 years, right? I know it would affect a lot of All Star appearances. You can be selected as an All Star, just not have to play in the game. You know, I I I genuinely like that idea, skipping a year or two in between these games, because not to say not to say like the the players are bad. It's just their motivation to play that's bad. You know, if you skip a year or two, you gotta wait a year to get your win back. Like if Team Steph loses to Team LeBron or whatever in the future, if Team Ant loses to Team Wemby, Wemby's got to wait a whole year, or Ant's got to wait a whole year to a whole calendar year to get that win back. And I think that would provide some more um, competitive spirit to be like, damn, I gotta wait. If I don't beat this guy right now, or if I get crossed up in the All Star, I gotta wait a whole nother year to get it back. If I get dunked on, I gotta wait a whole nother year. I think that'd be cool. But these ideas that Adam Silver has, again, they work sometimes, and other times they just don't. They just don't work. I can see, I can see this one. I can see this as a temporary solution. I don't think it's a permanent solution for the league. I don't know how you fix it. The tournament kind of style has shown to be popular. Obviously, the Emirates Cup is a tournament of sorts. You're just playing games in season. You're not adding any games except the two in Las Vegas. Um, the um, playing tournament is a tournament, a playing tournament. Playing games are a tournament of sorts. Um, Obviously, they hold a lot more weight because you have to win to get into the playoffs if you want to get in. I've always said to incentivize these things like the NBA Cup, like the play in or whatever, more specifically NBA Cup, you need to reward actual things. And this is such like a pipe dream. And I think Bill Simmons has talked about this. A bunch of people have talked about it. But you need to award these teams. If you win the play-in tournament, you need to be guaranteed a playoff spot. Like, there's just no way around that. If you want people to care, like actually care, you need to guarantee like a top 5 seed or something. Or like in the event of a tiebreaker, you will always have the tie-breaking. You will always be the winner of the tiebreaker, no matter what. You know, if it comes down to that, because sometimes it does, especially this year, because it's going to be very competitive in both conferences. Now, is that good for business? Probably not. Would it seem like I'm just making this up because the Sixers are pretty bad right now. But let's say if the Sixers were somewhat healthy, right, and they won the in season tournament. If they had a guaranteed playoff spot, this is terrible for business, but they wouldn't have to worry about bringing Joel back. They'd be like, okay, we can rest him a little bit. He doesn't have to play, and we don't have to worry about these implications of him not playing or Paul George not playing. You know what I mean? So that's just my thoughts on it. Um, More details to come. I breezed through the article of this. I don't. I didn't see a how they would do this in the sense of like, would it just be again the top three vote getters overall, or would it be um maybe you just do whoever was the captain the past 3 years, whatever you get to be captains again, and then following this year, if it works, we'll fix it then, just like they did with the NBA with the in season tournament or the NBA Cup. You can change the rules a little bit. It's an all-star game. It doesn't need to be that serious, but I think it's an interesting concept by Adam Silver, and um, I tip my hat to him because he takes risks. He takes the risks. I hope it works, and I hope the details come out of how they're gonna how they're gonna do these captains or teams or whatever. Um, to quickly hit on tonight's games. Um, what was it? Tonight's games? Tuesday night's games. Pardon me. Um, we have the undefeated Cleveland Cavaliers at Boston, and we have OKC at San Antonio. Get well, Greg Popovich. He had a stroke. For those who don't know, get well. Thoughts and prayers, um, etc. Um, oh man, Cleveland and Boston. Boston just played a couple tough ones recently. A couple tough ones. Um, Needed Jason Tatum game winner to win their last game. Donovan Mitchell rested, and the Cleveland Cavaliers still won. Um, I think, despite Boston's great guard defense, Drew Holiday, Derek White, I think I think Cleveland's going to improve to 16-0. I think Donovan Mitchell is going to have a big game. I think Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland's going to have a big game, and I think Boston win. I think Cleveland wins it in Boston, and they improve to 16-0. And if they don't, I think Jason Tatum has another game winner or game winning attempt. I should put that. I should stipulate that. Um, but yeah, and the Battle of the Bigs, one of my favorite matchups. Whenever I see it on the calendar, is Chet versus Wemby. Um, Although I just remembered, Chet's out. I spoke out of my. I spoke way too soon. um, Even though Chet will not be there, it will be Shea versus Wemby. Let's put it that way. We'll change the marquee pictures. You know what I mean? um. Anyways, OKC versus San Antonio. I'm gonna go. I think I want to put some faith in Wemby. He just had a career game a couple games ago. Um, no Chet, no real big there for OKC unless they sign somebody today and they play Tuesday. Um, I'm gonna go Wemby, um, triple double, almost a quadruple double. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I think I think Shea will have 30 plus. Yeah, and I have a who's gonna win though? I think San Antonio's gonna win. San Antonio's gonna win, and that's it for this video. Um, Let me know what you think about the this All-Star game proposal idea of a four-team tournament, including three teams All-Stars and one of the Rising Stars winners. Um, let me know what you think. Let me know who you have winning these games tonight, Tuesday, and yeah, if you liked what I have to say, if you think what I'm saying is interesting, like the video, um, comment your opinions, and yeah, thank you for watching. Cheers.